So what's going on, guys? The truck guy here. Today I wanted to get back to you with another video, and today we're doing how to change the battery on a Chevy Silverado. Guys, this is the 2015 model, so this will apply to 2014 through 2018 Chevy Silverado. And guys, I bet it's pretty much the same on the newer models and probably not too much different on the little bit older models. So guys, if you're into tools, knives, and tackling jobs around the house and yard, please check out my channel and hit that subscribe button, guys. I'm trying to get to 1,000, so hit that subscribe button. Let's jump into the video. So guys, let's go ahead and jump into the video, and you're probably wondering right away, what tools do I need to tackle this job and get the battery changed? So there could be a couple that are added. I've done this once before, but it's been a couple years. So just out of the gates, what you're gonna need, obviously you're gonna need your new battery. So I picked this up from O'Reilly, and guys, this ran 200 bucks, and I went with the Superstar Platinum this time. I had the Superstar Extreme. So the Extreme is more of a traditional battery, and this is the AGM. So it was 20 bucks more, but I figured, what the heck, let's give the AGM a try. And so we'll see how we like it, guys, but it's a little bit on the expensive side, but we try to put quality into our truck so we can get quality out. So don't skimp out on your battery. Try to get something decent that is going to last you. And the reason I went with the AGM gel battery is I'm up in Minnesota. So from what I've heard, they're a little bit better starting in cold weather. So, like I said, what the heck, guys, we'll see how it does. So you're going to need your new battery. Always have a utility knife on you. That's just something that's really helpful. You're gonna want an impact wrench. You can just use a socket wrench too, but it's really helpful to get the job started. And that has a 1/2-inch socket. For the battery itself, you're gonna need a 10mm socket, and for the to get the battery off of the platform, you're gonna need a 13mm with an extension. That definitely helps. A couple little additional features, guys, is I picked up the terminal protectors. Also at O'Reilly, they were just about $3, and then I picked up a couple packets of the no corrode gel, which again is just something extra to throw on there. Try to prevent corrosion when possible, guys, because it's just a pain in the butt. You don't want corrosion on your batteries. You want to keep it nice and clean and working. Keep those connections good. And in addition to that, guys, eye protection is always helpful, and a pair of rubber gloves I just find are helpful when working on the truck and working around things that can be a little dangerous, like batteries. Not too dangerous, guys, but just a little bit. So let's go ahead and jump into the video, guys, and we'll try to keep it as simple as possible for you. So guys, one additional step I wanted to show you before we start actually changing out the battery is, this is always forgotten. When you're changing out a battery, you're just pumped up, you're ready to go, and you forget to mark when you bought it, and you think, hey, I'll remember, but that never happens, guys. So grab out your utility knife. We're doing this in August, so we just want to scratch out August, and we're going 21, so we'll knock out the 2 and the 1. So when you're coming back and you're trying to remember, hey, when the heck did we change out this battery? August 21, manufacture date 6/21. So they hooked me up with a pretty recent battery, which was cool. I got one before, and it was a little bit on the older side when I bought it, so eventually I was kind of ticked off, guys. Got a battery that had been sitting. And guys, who the heck is mowing during our YouTube video? If that's uncalled for, guys, hit me up with a comment. So let's jump into the battery change. Alright guys, so step one, we need to remove this bar on the Silverados. And guys, the first time I was doing this, this was a total pain in the butt. I figured it out now. So just go ahead and grab your impact wrench, 1/2-inch socket. One. Two. Three. And the nuts are actually welded onto this bar, so don't worry about the nuts falling off, and you can just set that aside. So guys, step two is we need to get our cables and clamps removed. So grab your 10mm socket, and we'll start with negative. So we're going to loosen up the negative cable. So we've got that loosened up, guys. We're going to remove our negative cable. Just going to set that back and out of the way. See if we can get it to stay back. And then guys, we've got our positive. So we're going to loosen up our positive. And on the Silverados, guys, you've got this larger, I've heard it called a bus bar before. You know, I'm not familiar with the term, but I thought the first time I was doing this that I needed to take, you know, all of these nuts off and, you know, do a bunch of work. That's not necessary, guys. So once you've got your positive loosened, go in the back side here with a screwdriver. I told you there was going to be a tool that I forgot, but you've always got to have screwdrivers on you. So grab a flathead screwdriver, press out in the back against that tab. There's a tab on the back side. And then just pull up on the bus bar. That's going to remove your positive cable. And just get it up and over that post on the side of the battery there, and that's going to get your bus bar up and out of the way and give you access to the battery. So guys, just a little bit closer look. Now we've got that bus bar up and out of the way, and we've got our negative cable up and out of the way. So now we've got access to the Silverado battery. All right guys, so I brought you in a little bit closer. This is the not so fun part about the Silverado batteries, and if it's the first time you are trying to change a Silverado battery, this is going to be the part that's unexpected and you don't realize how tough it is. So prepare in advance, guys. Preferably bring out a small stool so you can kind of get up and get some leverage on these batteries. They're about 50 pounds, but for the Silverado batteries, you can't just pull them straight out because of the tank and some other things. I've seen videos where they actually remove the coolant tank. You don't need to do that, guys, but there is kind of a trick to get them out. So step one, if needed, use your 13mm socket to loosen up. There's a little clamp on the side of the battery. Mine actually just wasn't really clamped down hard, so I can avoid that step. But let me show you how to get these batteries out, guys. So step one, pull up on the battery, get it over that clamp that's on there. Then turn the battery sideways. And then guys, once you've got the battery sideways, get your hands down in there pull up. I didn't get it that time, guys, so keep in mind this may take a couple attempts just because you're working in such a tight space. So now I've got it sideways again. Now I'm going to try to get it up and out. So now I've got it up. Try to wiggle it forward a little bit. Okay, now I've got it on its side. Now I can go ahead and remove the battery. Ugh. So guys, it's that simple. Bring you over here. As you can see now, guys, we've got the battery platform and the battery bay nice and clear. That's exactly how we want it. All right, guys, so we got the really tough part done, but there's one other really tough part that we now need to take care of, which is actually getting the new battery in. And as you guys saw, it's a pretty tight squeeze. So what you need to do is you need to put the battery in sideways. Make sure you've got the battery terminal posts facing the right way, because once you slide it in sideways, then you've got to make that turn, and you want your posts on the fender side. So keep that in mind. Keep those posts towards the fender when it's sideways, so that when you turn that battery, those fender posts are on this side. You want negative at the back or towards the windshield, and positive towards the front of the truck. So guys, let's go ahead and pop in our new battery. Let's see if we can do it. All right, guys, so we're going in sideways. Getting it in sideways. Now let's drop it down, guys. Watch your fingers during this step. And then it's a little easier on the way in, because if you've got the two handles on your battery, you can actually just slide it over. So now I've got it in the way I want. So, what do we do next, guys? You take off your two caps to the battery, your negative at the back, your positive up front. So you've got your terminal post exposed now, and I'll give you a little bit of a closer look at this, guys. So coming down here, you've got your negative post at the back exposed, you've got your positive post up front exposed, and now the fun part, guys, we just need to reattach everything and we're almost ready to go. But we'll come back over here and we'll grab our terminal protectors. So let's go ahead and get these open. It's getting a little hot here in the gloves, guys. So you know, these are called terminal protectors. They're also just called, you know, battery donuts, whatever the case may be, guys. But you just drop them down there on the negative and positive posts. So red, positive, black, negative. It just provides some additional protection for the posts and prevents corrosion, things of that nature. So kind of a nice thing to add for. I think I paid $3 for them. Probably way more than they're worth, guys, but a nice little feature there to pick up and just make you feel a little bit better about your battery situation, guys. So guys, we've got you set back up top, and let's go ahead and get our connections back on the battery. So what do? Let's go positive first, guys. Get this bus bar back up over our post. Get it connected back on the battery, guys. And so we'll get our positive back on and hooked up. Our bus bar is nice and secure, guys. So we'll go ahead and tighten up our positive. Get it hand tight, guys. Definitely don't over tighten. You don't want to damage any of the components. So let's get our covers back on. Get our bus bar all put back together. This is a pain in the butt, guys. If you didn't have to deal with that, it would be such an easy change from Chevy here. And then we'll go ahead and make our negative connection. So we've got a nice secure connection with our negative. So that's it, guys. That's how you change the battery. Alright guys, so we got the new battery in, and it's the moment of truth. You get the new battery in, you jump back in the Silverado, and you grab your key, and this is the moment of truth. Does it fire up, guys? Comment down below if you think it's going to fire up. Let's go, guys. Let's see what happens. Alright guys, it fired up. It fired up, and everything's looking good. So we've got to go ahead and reset some date and time. Looks like we've got a few things to adjust on the Silverado. But guys, good work. Thanks for hanging with me. We got the new battery in the Chevy Silverado. We've got the AGM battery in. So we're going to see how we like that, guys. But so far, so good. Everything's looking good on the Silverado. So that's it, guys. Please hit me up with a like or subscribe. And as always, we'll talk to you on the next video.